Hello.
I don't know why it's so funny.
I don't want to say welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Jonathan Vasquez. Today I'm joined by the one and only
Matheo Facine.
Welcome, Matheo. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem.
Today I brought Matheo on because he's another person who helped me get to where I am today and helps me to continue growing. I really looked up to him, Matheo, so I appreciate everything you've done for me so far. So today I really wanted to talk about not only just trusting the people around you, but trusting God and why it's important to really trust God in all of the decisions you make. Matheo is someone who's made some pretty big decisions so far by trusting in the Lord and really seeking his guidance. So Matheo, what is one of the recent big changes that you've had and that you've really trusted the Lord with?
Yeah, so 2 months ago I was counseling at Word of Life, which is a Bible institute in upstate New York, and through talking to some friends and some past counselors at Word of Life, I started getting to know about a missionary group in Indiana. I was praying about it and kind of led me over there. Mm-hmm. And so I left there end of August, and I was serving there for a month. And, it was good. I got to minister some kids over there, preach the good news to them, kind of like being a good person to them, being that father figure that they may not have at their house.
Exactly.
Because the environment that I was in, it's pretty rough. Like I was dealing with some kids that either live with their mom or just their dad, or not even any of their parents, maybe their grandparents or just another guardian. And so one thing I kind of learned over there was that once you give your life to Jesus, you're basically entrusting your eternity with him, your life essentially to him. And it's like, if you're trusting Christ with your eternity, how come you can't trust him with your circumstances here on this earth? Because like in the Bible, it states that life here on earth is like you putting a tent up, because when you go camping, you usually like stay there for like 2-3 days maybe max. And it's like you put it up, stay there for 2-3 days, and then after that time you pick it all up and you go home. And that's how life is like here on earth,
basically.
Yeah.
So when you say trusting in God, for example, when you're on your mission trip, what do you mean when you say trusting God? And you talked a lot about how you used prayer to seek answers. So what is that process like when you say I'm trusting God with something? So
when you trust in Jesus, it's basically picking up your cross and crucifying your flesh.
My biggest takeaways when I first joined like this youth group, for example, is the importance of holding each other accountable.
Yes,
right?
100%.
And trusting in each other, especially when we know we're making the wrong decisions. It's very human of us to do something wrong and not really tell anyone. No one knows, so it's like almost just like between ourselves, and we kind of just hold that to ourselves. Yeah. So one of the biggest takeaways is just like, sometimes you gotta like let others know like what you're going through, the struggles you have. Sometimes we all struggle with different types of sins. Yeah. Like kind of just filling you up, like you said, with more just like spiritual advice that could help you steer away from sometimes putting you in like a worse situation at that point.
Yeah, it's like a real blessing to have friends like we do. Like all the tomfoolery and goofiness we go through. We have some really good times, but it's the moments where we're hitting a rough patch, and you see those friends like truly coming to you, like caring about your well-being, your spiritual well-being, and just like really helping you in those places, to give you a hand out of it. It's those moments that truly matter.
I wanted to leave you guys with one verse that I hold on to when it comes to just trusting with the Lord for his help, just seeking his advice, prayer, because prayer is such a powerful thing. And when you pray for others, when others pray for you, depending on the circumstances you're in, it's such a powerful thing. So Proverbs 3:5-6 says,
"Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths."
Make straight your paths, trust in the Lord, love Jesus. I did that in the last video, but I still don't know how to edit an explosion.
Oh, you don't?
No. Love you guys. God bless you all, and I'll see you guys next time.